Good morning to everyone on this great Tuesday morning. This is your number one, Wayne Foster, and Let's Build Wealth in 2022. We made it to another year, another awesome year that we had on last year. Have seen some great things inspired, seen some things took off great. Had an awesome year last year in building wealth. We have projects that we worked on. We finished a couple of them. We made the most important thing. We made some money and doing what we do best and building wealth. And today, on this Tuesday, every Tuesday I come on and we talk about how do we build wealth. We talk about what the things that we need to do so we can build wealth and what we should be getting in and not messing with and building wealth in this day and time that we are living in. We see that the market is steady going up. We see that homes are steady selling like crazy. We have just been introduced to a lot of things that have given us the ability to, really to get into. And so to start this year off with a big bang is my thing to you. Let's build wealth. Let's really build what we can do together. I'm gonna really be pulling out in this year. Everybody, tells their, the New Year resolution or their goal points or their things that they need to get done in this year. But I want to share with you, and while we are building wealth, let's work on some things that we know we need to do. And those things is putting this thing together so we can see the finished product. So we can see what we started and not, talk about it, how we're going to get started, how we're going to do it. I have a lot of people that's coming on board with us and they are just psyched about, building wealth. We picked up about 2 people last year working with us. No, it was really 3. Worked with one individual before on another project, but this is the actually project. I finished just before the year ended. We started that project around about the end of October or maybe the end of August. It was August when we started this project, and we partner with this individuals, and we started. They came in under contract with us, and we began to help them build their wealth. We helped them to put the project together, and the project took from start to finish. We started, like I said, the end of August. And November, the end of November, we finished it. It sat on the market for 1 week and it was sold. The numbers that the person that we partnered with and got this project done. Now, they made a necessary finance. They made a big huge project. In this project, they made a huge return on their money. I mean, a huge return. So in this, some of you might ask me, they owned the project. They had a mortgage on the project. Which they did is they dumped about 60 G's in the project. Then turn around and sold the project for $225,000. What is a big spread on that? And how they made that initiative money by doing that deal with us. They couldn't did it until they understood they had some skills in building or remodeling. They had some of it, but they didn't have what we brought to the table. And then that's what I'm saying. when we come together, we bring this plan all the way through to start to finish. We're in another project right now that we're hoping by February I could be saying, and which if everything still goes to plan like it is, somewhere in maybe the middle of February, end of February, we will be finished our second project on our own. We have numerous of projects. I think a total I have about 4 projects that I need to complete. We're working on our second project now, and this is what I'm offering you today and the rest of this year. That if you're looking to get into something to really change where your finances at and change your life and change where you need to go, I'm not going to sit here and take up time and walk you through a step. What I want you to do is find out if this is what you want to do and this is where you want to go at. I'm giving you this opportunity to come on board with us. I'm giving you this opportunity to help let me help you. Go where you want to go at and do what you want to do in life. You don't have to worry about putting the plan together. You don't have to worry about getting out there and putting the hammer to the project. You ain't got to worry about how do I find this deal and where I'm gonna find the money to do this deal. But when you come together, I'll show you how we can bring this plan together. And it's all about connecting. We have so many people that we connected with, and we're trying to, and we're expanding my connection piece to our package. So that way we could, when you come in with no money, when you come in with no experience, when you come in with no deal, when you come in and don't know what to do, all what I have over the years and different people that I have, partnered with and shared, my knowledge and my ability and the things I've given to me, show them step by step how to make it from one point to another point. That's where, a lot of people get frustrated and they quit. They start off good and they end up with nothing, because you're getting frustrated. You got to really know what you're doing. I've seen it, so much, I'm moving my scale and I'm, and everybody in this part of real estate and this part of learning is awesome. This statement is like, you want to learn from someone that knows, that has made the money, have put deals together, and they started and finished it in a good time. We typically, we're about anywhere from start to finish. Normally on everything goes right, is about 3 months. And I was just sharing this with some other people the other day. Where can you go and make about maybe anywhere from 60 to 100 grand in 3 months? Start to finish. That is a good money making. You could take that. If you put in, if you put, just say you put the 10. You put the 30 or the 60 in, and you turn around and from that you made over $100,000. Okay, that means you put your 60 back, and you have 40 to the profit. What can you make $40,000 within 3 months? That's where some people take a lifetime, a whole year making on a job, getting up every hour, getting up every day, pushing that clock, moving, doing, and only making a minimum $25,000. You took one deal and you made your whole life, your whole year's income. So you can leave the job and take the $40,000. Okay, you ask the question, what I'm gonna get the 60 from? That's where a partner comes in. That's where we leverage the people that we have and say, hey, you give him, someone give you that 60. There's a fee that's attached to that 60. And in that 60, which you'll pay, maybe you got to take out of that 40 and pay him maybe. It's depending on how we structure that deal. That 60 might be deal enough to pay your payments, to make that deal happen, but you don't have to do nothing else but pay the 60. So into that, we can work on it. It's depending on what project we're in and what project we're gonna do. If like some come on board with me. We helped someone out last year that came on board with me last year. I believe he put about of his personal money. I want to say maybe 25,000 of his personal money. Maybe I might be a little higher than that, but understand this: he got his 25,000 back. All right, we're in the deal with me right now that when I sell this house, he gets $20,000 cash. Remember, hear what I say. He got his money back. So we're in this deal now, like 5 months. We're still in this deal, waiting to sell it. But understand this: he's gonna make $20,000 in 5 months. Understand this: he didn't do anything but just put his money in the project. Put his money, hear me again, in the project, and he's gonna walk away with $20,000. He got his money back, plus he put $20,000 on top of what he gave me as an investment. So this is what I'm saying to you today. That's not like somebody I'm read this from a book or read this from somebody else project or somebody else, story, and they're telling you. I am telling you, I have done this, and I'm in today on another person that's profitable with me in another project we're doing now, and the one that we're gonna clear up. Same thing. He's put about that much in it. Maybe he's probably up to about 20, maybe. And again, he'll get all his money back that he invests with me. Hear what I'm saying? Get all his money back that he invests. Then in turns, receive a $20,000 profit. So that means you gotta look at the terms. Again, he's only in this deal with maybe a month. Time we get to February, it will be 2 months that he's been partnered with me in this deal. So here it is. If we sell it within the next month or two, he done created in the last 3 months. Understand that the last 3 months, he done walked away with $20,000. Where you could put $20,000 into investment, and you're only waiting 3 months to receive your profit back. Understand this: he got his 20,000. So in a sense, to make it, you understand, if I would did it, would took the 20 and gave him 20, so he'll make $40,000 profit. He'll make $40,000. He put the 20 back, and then he got another 20. That is, some people say, man, you mean to me I'll give you 20 and I'm gonna get my 20 back and plus make 20? That's investment. That's a good investment, because you doubling the money that you invest in. And sometimes it's not always like that. Sometimes you can remember what I said. You will get your money back. If you put 25 in, you will get that 25 back. It's not like you're putting your money in and you're deducting that from what you have made. And we just keep taking that, throwing that $20,000 back into the pot, and then throwing out another 20. So I'm saying, and this, if you want to look at it this way, say you did 3 deals with me, and we did that on 3 deals, you done made $60,000 by doing nothing but investing your money. That's the one way you could do it, because what we're doing now, it will level us to do more deals and bigger deals if we had more cash flow like that. If I had more private investors like that, I could do more deals. I'm sitting on 1, 2, 3 more deals right now. If I had the capital to do all 3 of these deals, guess what? I can then move our money to then we can do bigger deals, and that's what we're working on now. We're in the process now of buying apartment, 5-unit apartment that we're networking now. That's, we hope soon that it will be in our hands. But my goal is, everyone, you got to have goals. You have things you got to restructure. And I say this all the time, is why? Why do I do what I do? Why do I get up every morning? Why do I push and do what I want to do? So when you put that why in the right place, then you will find even in the down parts of uh, slow, or not things happening as fast as you want it to happen, or get setbacks. The question asked me, do we ever have any setbacks? Absolutely. It's part of the investment. It's a part of a deal. You know what I mean? Somebody tell you we went to this deal, boom, 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 boom. You can't go to some deal, boom, 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 boom. We done that on our project. We went to that's one I just told you. We went to that deal, boom, 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 boom. But there was some challenge in some areas. It wasn't no big challenge. I'm gonna tell you, some areas is not big challenge, but they're challenged. You know what I mean? It's part of the process. It's a part of, if you can hold out. Like now, we have a deal that we put together, and like I said, it should have been sold. This house have been sold, but okay, it's in a situation that some people look at it as a bad neighborhood. It's a crime neighborhood. If you listen to me, that live in the Delaware area and know Capital Green, everybody labeling this area as a bad neighborhood. Every neighborhood that we in is bad. It's just a blessing of God that we saved through some areas that we're living in. But some people say, you should have looked at that deal better, because it's all about the location, not about the price. But to me, that's where you in investing, you can make that decision. You can take that control of how you want to see that thing come out. So if it takes me a year, hear me real good. I did not put that much in that deal. So there's no payments where I'm losing in that deal. Which is, if I had to go to the worst scenario, I would just rent it out. That's the worst scenario. I would never lose anything. If I had to get to that point where I had to sell it, and we had to move to another point, because it's becoming it's supposed to be an asset, but now they're coming a debt. So quickly move somebody in it and charge $1,200 a month. There it goes again. That I don't lose the investment. You just sometimes you have to reroute some things, or out of some situation come. So that's what I'm saying, and I'm educating you that when you look at the real estate, it's money in it, and the money is a loss from money. But I'm telling you, you don't get anything these days handed to you. You use the mindset that God gave us, and we put that together. That's why I always say the name of this TV channel is called Let's Build Wealth. God gave us a power to get wealth. And so that comes with the knowledge. That comes with the ability. Whatever you do, if you have the knowledge and you know how to put it together, then it'll 9 or 10, it'll work itself out for you. But you just have to learn how to put it together. And that's all I do. On a regular basis, every day, I just be putting, we just put deals together. We be working on them day in, day out. We constantly, look at the situation. We look at where we at. It's not where some people say, it's something that I would never did. You can't, don't never take a challenge and you figure the challenge out. You take it, and then it will figure itself out. Because after that results gets to that one point, you can then take that situation and make it happen the way you need it to happen. So it's just my encouragement to you is to look at the deal, and when you analyze the deal, make the deal make sense to you. You're the one that's in that investment. You're the one that putting your money up. You're the one that putting the deal together. And so you look at that deal and you make that decision on your point. You can't make the decision on other people's. Well, I wanted did this, or I wanted did that. I would did this. I would did that. But they're not the ones that doing the investment. They're not the ones in that deal with you. They're not the ones that knowing what you can do. And that's when you reach out to people like us, and you shoot that to an investor. You shoot that to somebody for the knowledge. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. Like now, what I'm doing now, we have bought some things, and I'm positioning my LLCs in areas that it needs to be into, so I don't lose my access to things that I do uh, um, I learned, you know what I mean? Just because I made the money, but didn't do the right things in business or in my uh, back office is not set up right. So, I can take one deal and that one deal can wipe me out, clean everything out. I can, be to that million, and then at that million stage, be back down to $1, because the business needs to be in right standings. The companies need to be in the right areas that, when you invest, your investment is that we make a large sum of money. Uncle Sam wants his money. Don't think he think Uncle Sam ain't gonna come in and get his dollars. Uncle Sam gonna get them dollars. So we got to be more smarter. And then when we're investing and then how we're investing and how we're taking care of the back end of the office, and so that's where it's very important. And that's what we're learning, what I mean? Because each time you grow, you want to grow to a point that you're not losing everything that you have made because of one mistake that you didn't take care of in the beginning, because you looked at the big part and saw them big dollars, but not covering yourself to understand. I've learned this, and I'm gonna give you more wisdom on this. You got to be careful of people that's always, that you can get sued for a whole lot of crazy things now. People just sue you, for whatever, you know what I mean? And your investment can be all lost because how they looked at that thing and know that I got a lawsuit against him and I'm taking everything he got, you know what I mean? So in this, my encouragement in 2022 that we all understand our business and we do the necessary things that we need to do to get our business in line so we don't lose nothing. Nobody gonna tell you, oh, just keep making money. Uncle Sam don't matter worried about you paying taxes. There's something you could do to get rid of that, but make sure you do it according to what it needs to be done, so you don't lose out on they coming in and taking everything you have built because you didn't have one paperwork right or you didn't pay one tax. You're trying to, beat, as some people say, beat the system and do some other things. But understand, in this year, we want to handle things right. We want to do things right. We want to become that business entrepreneur that don't lose it, but that makes good life for him and his family and in his community. And so, only way we do that, I've always been in the construction company, and that's where particularly all of my finances have came over my life. We had to constantly change our contracts. We had to constantly, make sure we stay according to the contracts, because if not, then when you breach a contract, it's easy to get sued. And people not caring about your whatever happened. They're caring about getting what they can get. If you got $20,000 and that's all you got, and they can get that $20,000, they're gonna get that $20,000. I'm just gonna be real with you today. They're gonna get that $20,000. So you want to be in a place that you understand the business of it, that we make sure we have the right proper license, we have the right proper insurance, we have the right proper contracts. So we covering ourselves on every points, and make sure we filing for our taxes. I had an issue with that. I'll be honest with you. I had an issue with filing my taxes, but guess what? It caught up with me, and when it caught up with me, I had to pay $20-some thousand because I thought I could beat Uncle Sam. I thought I can, not showing I made this. And, sometimes you can hide some things, but sometimes you can't hide everything. So it's good to be honest to when you're doing business. The Bible said, "And men be business." So we got to understand. We gotta make sure our business is right. You know what I mean? Just don't go out there half cop and thinking that I'm gonna make it in life half cop. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. You eventually you're gonna hit the right wall and you're gonna crumble. You eventually gonna see the wrong thing and you're gonna lose it. So I encourage many people of wisdom and building wealth, that you take care with the necessary things that you need to take care, and understand what you're doing. Understand why you're doing it and make sure you do it right. So in this year, you won't fail. You can take your money that you make and create a great life. Go on vacation, buy the nice car you want to buy, live in a nice house you want to live in. You know, it's the mind is so exploring that you can have the cash flow to explore with the mind, you know. And my whole thing is I'm building my wise and building my businesses so that way I can have money, you know, that me and my wife can do what we want to do. And we there now. We can go buy what we want to buy. We can do what we want to do. We're not really limited in so many areas. God has blessed us in so many ways now that it is awesome. But there are some things I want to do concerning ministry and my life that, you know, I want. That's what caused me to keep building. You know, I can be at right now, stop what I'm doing, and just, you know, just retire if I wanted to, and then take what we got and just live off of, if, you know, if I wanted to. But I have more in things I really want to create and have it to where when we go to do ministries, my whole plan is in my ministry that the pastors that God bless us to be under our coverings, they don't have to work. They don't have to. I'm not saying be lazy and just don't do anything, but they could be able to do what God wants them to do. And we have built a nice finance bank of our own to support what we do, and that we're not supported through the states. We're not supported to private uh, uh, funds, banks and things like that. We are funding our own projects. We are building our own churches debt free from the companies that I have built and have, you know, allowed them to be the funnel. You know, we put things in, and you know, you got a funnel, it'll come out. So we that's what we done. We don't put things in the funnel, and now it's getting ready to be a way that that return is coming back to where I'm owning my own bank. I'm owning my own dollars. I'm making decisions to do $1 million projects. You know what I mean? And funding them to start to finish. That's what I'm building to. That's where I'm setting my company up to. So then when I need for the ministry and for what we need it for, we don't have to wonder on where we're gonna get it from. What loan we got to fill out, you know what I mean? And if we're gonna get that loan, or if we're gonna get approved. And so we are waiting for them to, you know, in their hands to make my decisions on based off of what I give them. But that's what we're doing now. We're taking that out of their hands, and we're controlling our finances to where if we say we want to build this $1 million building, we can do that. We can actually go and do that. That's what I'm working to. That's my wise. Every day I keep working. I keep planting because we're planting a station where we don't have to wondering where the finance come from. And it's good to have private money from different people, like I'm talking about earlier. That's all good. But when you have your own that you have built, and every day the revenue is just steady building, it's steady packing, it's steady growing, it's steady coming, it's steady happening. You know what I mean? That's where you want to be at, where we're reaching for. You know what I mean? That we took what we had and we invest this thing, and that investment is just doing this. And I always say this to you: time is money. As the clock ticking, you making money. As the minute hand is going around, you making money. As that little hand, which is the hour, you're making money. And then when it gets to 24 hours, you're still making what? Money. So all around the clock, whether it's a second, a minute, or hour, you're making money. That's what we all is reaching for, and that's all we are trying to get, is that we're not losing time, but we're gaining time to make what we need to happen. So as you see that clock tick, you're still making the revenue that you want to make, and you're feeling comfortable as you keep making it. Whether you on the job, you're away from the job, or you're somewhere in Florida on the beach and you're chilling. You know, you doing what you want to do, or you're somewhere in across the seas ministering, you know, doing missionary work. You know what I mean? You have built that legacy to where you now have now enough money to go and do what you want to do and live the way you want to live. That's what I'm talking about in 2022 is how we build wealth. That's how we doing it. So you then can control where you going. Not nobody else control you. You know, I've been to these where, you know, you wait on money, you wait on the approvals, you wait on somebody, you know, you fill out, you know, tons of applications, and they hear this one thing they say, we will fund you but this. We will give you this but this. We will take care of you but this. But see, that's where you want to get out of them their hands and create what you're doing. So that's what it's taking us a little time, because what we're doing now, we're taking what we got and we're just constantly building it, finishing it, and putting it on a larger projects so we can keep making our money stretch to a point to where we don't have to go then and see can we get approved. We already approved because we built that west. We built our wealth. We built where we now control our finances to do whatever we want to do. If I want to build a jet, no problem. We have the finance to build that jet. You know, that's what you want to focus and keep building to in 2022. You want to now control your assets. You want to control where you're going at. You want to control how you work your business. You want to control how you're going to live. And every day, it depends on how you do it. And so I see my time is up. So I say to you today, always, I want us to understand why we build wealth. And I hope that thank you all that have been watching me. And some people didn't know I do this. And some people saw some of my TV shows. Some saw the Facebook or the YouTube clips that we do on why we build wealth. And some of you reached out to me last year. Reach back out to me. Let's make it happen. Come on. We look for more partners, because I always say this, more the better. More people you have in it, more things you could do. You know, some people say more you have, less you can do. No, when you're working on big projects, you know, you know, right now we had about close to $1 million. I can go buy, you know, 10 acres, you know, 5 acres, and build apartment complexes or build single family homes. If we had, you know, 10 million, you know, that's where I want to get to. Understand that there's always, I'm saying this and I'm gonna let you go on this notes in today, and we'll come back on next thing and we'll finish this. But just think about this for the rest of this week. There's always more people that's looking for somewhere to stay, whether it's renting or owning. We are set up for a lifetime and building wealth in real estate, because it's always going to be somebody needs to rent or buy or lease. And you could be that person that be in that situation or that business where they're going to have to come to you, rent, buy, or lease. And you then can make your money. And everybody has their own specialty. And that's what I want to be at and what we are building. Where if you want to be in flip, we got somebody that can help you on the flip. If you want to buy and hold, we got somebody that can help you learn how to buy and hold. If you want to be Airbnb business, where you get you a beach house and just constantly put people in there for $4,000 or $5,000 a week. I just heard people was telling me, they took vacation in 1 week. They spent a large sum of money into that B&B place. It's so many ways that you can make money in real estate. And I say this all the time. I see some people like we do, buy land and build houses on it. We can fix you in that same boat. It's so many avenues that real estate have and investing have that you're not only trapped in one area. And I say this, that this statement needs to stop saying all over the board, all over the world, however you want to say it. Every real estate is good. Whether you're flipping homes, whether you renting, whether you're buying and holding, whether you're buying apartment complexes, whether you buying land. And I hear some people saying that, you don't want to take the hammer and bang. Get out of that. I got another smaller way than that. Okay, that's some people love to do that. That's me. I love to bang. I love to take it and see it go from one stream to another stream. I love it. I'll be honest with you. Some things I do without any money because I love to do it. I nearly could get it for free because the way I charge them, like nothing. I just love to do it. So, well, why not love to do what you do and get paid? That's good. You know what I mean? So I'm saying everybody, sometimes they feel bad when people tell them that don't do this because it don't work. So, and what we do, if we learn how to keep building what we got and keep working on it, we will make our life be success in the day. So I say to you, I gotta go. I gotta go make money. That's my key. I gotta make those dollars. You know my saying is, I got to go get them $2. Yeah, everywhere you know me and building wealth. I always talk about our $2. But I encourage you in this year, let's build wealth. I enjoyed you today. I hope I get to see you next Tuesday. Let's talk about let's build wealth. Have a blessed day.